Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are on this planet. It is a wonderful day. Spurs are playing a game, so it's match day, and we have with us what an honor, what a privilege. After so long, we have with us the absolutely spectacular, wonderful Queen Ellie Hoybier Bergwall Bentoncourt. Uh, you know, uh, Ellie,
Yeah,
how are you feeling?
I'm
Finally
I'm
back.
really well. I've got my voice back proper, and I'm raring to go. And it's lovely to see your beautiful face again, Ash. And let's get straight into it. Let's rock this place. Come on.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's get straight into it. Let's see who we have in the audience. We have
Woo!
Ellie's wonderful husband with us,
Oh, woo!
saying, "Welcome back to my lovely wife, Ellie, and great to see you both back together. You are two brilliant ladies.
Yay!
Thank you so
Thank you,
much."
Dee. I'll thank you
Uh,
when I go downstairs.
yeah, yeah. Uh,
Yay!
Dragon D's Nuts is here saying,
Ah,
evening to you. Uh, and Chris is here. Good
the
morning,
chicken
all.
boy.
And then Jula is on
Yay!
loan to Liverpool,
Hello,
apparently.
Jula. Nice to see you back as well.
Yeah.
Yay.
Uh, why, Jula, just, I'm curious why you're on loan to Liverpool, but,
Oh,
uh,
I think it was just a joke. I'm not sure. I can't
yeah,
remember. She did tell me, but I've forgotten. Let
yeah.
us know, Jula.
Spurs GCTV is here saying, morning,
Yay.
ladies, come on, you
Woo!
Spurs.
Yay.
And then Shemtan is here saying, good morning to the
Yay.
amazing Queen Ellie Burgal, Benton Warner, and the beautiful Lady Ash so far away. Hope you two wonderful ladies are good and healthy today. So lovely to see you both
Oh,
together. Yeah, it's been so long,
yeah,
Ellie. I
so
have missed the
long,
show
so
so
long.
much.
Yeah, I missed you too, Ash. I love your company.
Yeah. And Lee Wiskins here saying, morning all. Hope you are all well.
This is cute.
Hope you're well too. And then Rich C saying, come on, you Spurs. Yes, come on, you
Yeah,
Spurs.
come on.
Um, and then everyone's saying hi to Drula.
Woo! We got a
And then
Liverpool
Drula saying,
fan in.
sorry, actually, it's the H out of your name. It's the same, ass,
Yeah.
ash. We're all one letter away from a cuss word somewhere in the world.
Yeah.
Shemtan saying good morning to everyone in the chat. Hope everyone's happy, healthy, enjoying their weekend. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Um, Everyone's saying hi to each other. And then Rob is saying, big up to you,
Oh, big
Rob.
time. Yay.
And Lee's saying, won't be able to watch Spurs later as I'm off to watch Liverpool women, who, funnily enough, are also playing Leicester as you wish. So, wish you all the best for a win. I run a
Thank
women's channel,
you.
so I will
Thank
be
you,
covering
then.
the Liverpool Leicester game later. I predicted
Yeah.
it's going to be 2-0. So, let's see
Oh,
what happens.
come on.
And then Rich C is saying, good morning. Good morning to
Good morning,
you.
Vic.
Archer saying good morning, ladies in chat. Good morning
Yay.
to Archer. Good morning to Jess. Saying,
Jessie. I love Jessie. What a
and
great
Phil is
channel she's
here
got.
saying Ellie and Ash. Hi Phil, morning to you.
Oh,
Hope it's
subscribe to Jessie's channel. Jessie talks football. Come
yeah,
on.
absolutely.
She's
It's so much fun,
fantastic.
and they do these multiple watch alongs, and it's like total chaos. I'm here for it. Like
She's
I
such
love
a hard worker as well. She
it.
works
Yeah,
every single day, covering every single match I can think of. It's
yeah, it's
brilliant.
absolutely wonderful.
Yeah, big up.
Um, and then Wayne is saying
Hosanna.
good.
Woo.
Good morning,
More.
everyone. Hope you're all well and looking forward to our 3-1 win today. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Why
come
not?
on. Let's get a win.
And then Rich C is saying, what's the score going to be today? Can we stop Barty even if he had 6 Red Bulls? I don't know. Those are supposed to give you wings, apparently.
He's 38 now. God, do you think he'd slow down? Like, we're moaning about Sonny being 32, 33,
Yeah.
whatever he is. And there's Vardy at 38 still kicking it, isn't he? He's killing it,
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, he started his career also pretty late. So I think he's just a
Yeah,
late bloomer in general. Like, he started
yeah,
becoming good really late.
yeah, he was. I think 28, I think, when he started
Yeah, I
playing
think so.
from non-league. Yeah, Anyway, enough about Vardy.
Crossing hangover. Good to see you back, ladies. And come on, Lester. Catch you later.
I love Vindaloo. I love the banter I have with him.
I love Vindaloo.
He's lovely.
Jura saying we can't have Arsenal win it. So me and my cult leader Daniel Coy is rooting for Liverpool. Just support our good friend Jess because we'll win it. We won't win it this year. Yeah.
Nah, that's it. Come on, Liverpool. Yes. Not against us though in the League Cup.
Yeah. And then Phil is saying, Ash Ellie, you brighten up everyone's days. Thank
Phil
you,
Coy.
Phil. And thank you
What
for
a
using
lovely
your
man.
membership. Chat member for 4 months. Big up everyone. You can grab your membership. You know where to get them.
Well done.
And then Vindaloo saying, Vindaloo's a secret Spurs fan. I'm convinced. Big up. You know, I have this feeling as well too. Because he doesn't really get angry at the Arsenal banter. And Robert saying, morning all, morning to you, Robert. Okay, I feel like we've said hi to everybody in the chat. We've apparently we're discussing hangovers now. Must be an Arsenal thing after bottling it again. Yeah, well, you know, my banter meter is really low right now because of how Spurs have been playing.
Yeah,
but
they keep pressing us, getting the L's instead of the W's. Come on.
But you know, we barely got it over the line. But a win is a win. We got a win finally. We won something, Ellie.
Yeah, we actually won a game.
Yeah,
just about. We were hanging on by the skin of our teeth.
Yeah,
skin of our teeth. Is that the saying?
Yeah. Big up to Peter for gifting 5 Tel Cockerel memberships.
What a generous man.
Yeah.
So generous.
That is amazing. Thank you so much, Peter. Let me just check who they've gone to.
What a great man. He's a paramedic as well.
Oh, that's amazing. Thank you for your service. And then Peter's saying Darren West has gotten a membership, and then Nick Brown, and then Angus has gotten a membership. Gary Ross has gotten a membership, and Spurs King has gotten a membership.
Come on.
So memberships all around, everybody.
Much. I'm glad. I'm saying thank you from Jose as well, because he might join us later. You never know.
Yeah, you never know. Stick around if you want to see a surprise Jose somewhere.
Yeah, Peter is wonderful.
Yeah, he is wonderful. He is really wonderful. And then Rob saying we've lost 6 times as many games this season as Arsenal already. Let that sink in. Yeah, whatever. It's fine. We know.
We'll try not to think about it, Rob.
Shame one is to Angus. Angus got a membership.
Yeah. I've seen him on Sabbath's show.
Yeah. Oh my God. Peter gifted another 5 memberships.
Wow.
My God, Peter's being extra generous today. So Brandon has gotten a membership, and Spurs fan John has gotten a membership, and Finn Rickwood has gotten a membership. Yeah, there should be more, but I'm not sure. They're not coming up. Anyway, whoever's gotten a membership, make sure you thank Peter. It's really generous of him. Big up to you, Peter. Thank you for and Adrian's here as well, saying good morning, Ash.
Hello, Adrian.
And then Wayne saying Jose knows he wants to join in. He's playing hard to get. Yeah, he's just angry that there's no room for Josefina anymore. Ever since Ellie came back.
I know. I'm going to thank Adrian as well for giving me the garlic tip, because that chewing garlic really did help my throat, helped it heal.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, much better than any medicine the doctors gave me.
Yeah, works to keep the vampires away as well.
Yes. They're pretty scary vampires. They're more scary than Arsenal, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, Arsenal's coached by a vampire, so. Anyway, I kind of, I don't want to stick it out with the debates and stuff. We all do the debates and stuff. I kind of want to talk about today. I
Yes.
Ellie, can you think of positive things that have happened recently? Like we won a game. Is there any
Yeah.
hope that we'll win this game?
Yeah, I liked Bentancur coming back. Even though he did give the ball away quite a few times, so he's a bit rusty, but I liked him because he's that central point in midfield and he holds our defence more stronger. Even though he was giving the ball away, he was fighting for the ball back and he just adds stability in our team with more experience. So I've got a lot of hope for today, and I think the boys will want to get on another W at home to cheer up all the Spurs fans who come out in their droves. We're still getting 60,000 plus through the gates, regardless. So they're liking what they see, and then there's a lot of noise about Ange, isn't there? And I'm on that noise as well because I think he could do better with the team. Setting them up a bit more solid, right? But I have got a lot of hope for today because we normally beat Leicester, right? And we gave away a, a win at their ground. We drew at their ground the first game of the season, but I think we've got it. We've got it to beat them. And if we do get another L, I'm going to be so depressed. So Spurs, you better not let me and Ash down. Come on, get on that pitch and get us a W.
Yeah, come on, Spurs.
Come on.
Um, yeah, I agree. I'm very happy by the fact that Bentancur came back. I just hope that like the thing about Bentancur is the minute he gets a few run of games, to like get back into his form,
Yeah,
the minute that happens, something will happen to
I
like
know.
derail it. Like he'll have an injury, or he'll get that ban, or like something else will happen, and because of that, we haven't had just like him for like 5 or 6 or 7 games in a row, just like
Mm,
getting his form back and like becoming the Bentancur we all know is possible for him to be. So
yeah,
I hope that like this time around, like in the last end of the season, he strings together a bunch of games and then becomes the player we all know he has it in him to become. Because we really need him. We really need,
yeah,
what we really need, somebody to protect us from a press resistant midfielder to protect us from our leaky defense. So
yeah.
something just buffer before the attack starts.
Yeah, we've only really got battered once by
Yeah.
Liverpool. I mean, they were 5-1 up at one time, and then we came back 5-3, didn't we? And then they scored 6-3. That's the only time we've really got battered, right? We've always lost by the odd goal, and it's just a shame. And we've lost leads as well so many times at Brighton and Wolves, where we could have got the 3 points, and that would have been made a big difference if we could get over the line and not give up a lead and lose it. And I feel like the team lose focus, and then especially against Chelsea when we were 2-0 up as well, and then they came back and beat us 4-2, and to concede the goal just before half time as well, that's so dangerous, because the other team goes in on a high, and then invariably there's stats on it as well, Ash, that if you score just before half time, normally 90% of the time you come out and win the match. So we've got to put a stop to that because we're hanging so close to that relegation zone, only
Yeah.
8 points off the bottom. So we've got to get this win to give us that cushion and try and start climbing the league.
Yeah, absolutely, Ellie. I'm right there with you. I think like it's just shameful how far down the table we are.
Yeah,
And
it
I
is.
really wish that we'd string together a few wins now and just climb up that table. I'm not even asking us to be like top 6 or top 10 or anything. I just don't want to be where we are right now. And I want to win a
Yeah.
few games. I want to see us, go back to being on the right in the right direction.
Yeah,
And like losing by one odd goal, I think part of that is just bad game management, and that comes from the manager as well.
yeah,
I really hope
true.
that like I think that's something that can be immediately improved upon, irrespective of transfers and other things that are happening. But I will agree with this larger point, which is Levy is a vampire.
Do you know what also I wanted to say, Ash, is that Ange came out with his presser and said that he's blaming it on injuries. Look, other teams have got injuries as well, and we've only really got three first teamers out. If you count proper first teamers, it's only Vicario, VDV, and Romero, and
Solanke as
Johnson.
well.
Solanke now, but that's just recent. I'm talking
Yeah.
about long term, right? And then Johnson's in and out of the team, isn't he? He's not really a starter all the time. So if you say four teams, four of them out now, but other teams have got that as well. And some of them have got even more than that, first teamers out. So we can't blame that. You've got to put out the 11, give them a structure, give them a game plan, and try and hold solid for and game manage better as well. He's got to get that right because he's always saying, "I've got to get it right. I've got to get it right." Well, now's the time to to get it right because we're like I said, we're 8 points off the bottom, and it only takes two losses, and then you're right in the mix if they start winning as well. So we've got to start getting the W's, Ash.
Yeah,
Honestly,
yeah. And I just think that, irrespective of injuries or not, our bench should be stronger than some of these bottom teams.
yes,
Like, so,
definitely,
so even our substitute players should play better. And I think that, uh, I'm very happy that Ange is playing the kids, and I'm happy that so many of them are succeeding. I think Bergwall has been amazing,
yeah.
and I
I
think
like Bogan.
Archie Gray has been amazing, and
Yeah.
I hope that others also join that party and become amazing. I'd like to see a standout performance from Mikey Moore. I still haven't seen it, in my
Yeah,
opinion. I'd like to see them prove their mettle, because like, let's face it, Sunny is aging. He's not the player he was. I love Sunny, but
definitely.
he's slower. He can give you a good 45, about just about.
Mm.
And we need to find a replacement. So if Mikey Moore has to put up or shut up now, like, he needs to show us that he's the Sunny replacement.
Yeah,
uh, and
true.
the same goes for all the others. Like, there are a few aging players there, that will slowly be phased out. I think, I'd like to see the young players prove that they can cope with the difficulties of, you know like, I'd like to see the goalkeeper Kinski prove that, he's not reckless. Like, he's a really good goalkeeper. I like the way he looks, like, in terms of goalkeeping, but he does things that are slightly reckless, because, and I suppose that's sometimes with age.
Yeah,
uh, so I kind of hope that, like, this young lot can prove that they can string together a coherent number of wins.
yeah, true. And I like Mikey Moore as well because he takes on his player. I
Yeah,
think he's got so much potential, but we've got to nurture his talent really well and not overplay him. Like, because
yeah,
look what Arsenal did to Saka. They overplayed him, and he got knackered. And now
yeah,
he's got this massive injury, yeah, which is going to see him nearly to the end of the season.
yeah,
So anyway, I'm not really bothered about Saka. I'm more concerned with our team, right? So I just feel that we need to start getting the W's because, like I said, we're too near that relegation zone, and it's
yeah,
panic stations then. And if you lose a couple, you're right in it. So we've got to start. We've got to start with Leicester today.
yeah. And the thing is, for me, I kind of written off the league. I just want to be
Yeah,
safe. I want a buffer to be safe. I
yeah,
And personally, I would like to focus on the cups. Like, we are currently in the like, in the semifinals of the League Cup. That Liverpool game should be our number one priority. Like, I
yeah,
think we
yeah.
should be training day in and day out for that game. We should be training to play Liverpool in our sleep. Like,
We just
like,
have
just
to
like,
pray to the gods that they're not on form like they were at
Yeah.
White Hart Lane. We've got to catch them on a bad day because they've had some dodgy results at their ground as well. Like
Yeah.
Nottingham Forest went and beat them, Fulham got a draw, and other teams have got a draw. So we can go there. We don't need a win, we need a draw.
Yeah.
That's all we need. We don't need to win. So let's
Yeah.
play. We can't play it safe though. We've got to go not gun ho. I think the first 20 minutes very important to keep them out,
Yeah.
like we did
Yeah.
against Man City, and then hit them on the break. That's the best way we're going to beat them. Counter attack football. Yeah,
Yeah. Absolutely.
yeah,
Ritzy is saying he wakes up once transfer window closes. Yeah, yeah, I
yeah.
agree with that. It's very annoying. What's this transfer window? People keep talking about. That's
No,
true.
doesn't
It's
exist at Spurs.
it's a mythical, wondrous thing which some clubs don't seem to realize exists. The
Yeah,
topic says, "Can we win a trophy?" Yeah.
yeah.
That's what, like, for me, honestly, like,
We're in we're in
I don't
three.
think,
Realistically, we're out of the league. We're never going to win the league. We're not a league
yeah,
side anyway, are we? Come on,
yeah, like,
we haven't won the league since 1961. So let's
yeah, and we've
concentrate on
never won
getting
the
some
Premier
cups in. Yeah, we've never won a Premiership, but the last time we won a cup, the
League.
champions, is 1961. So
Yeah,
we've never been a league team. So I'm
yeah,
surprised Spurs fans are. The only time we really challenged was a little bit under Keith Birkinshaw, sorry, Terry
yeah,
Venables, and a little bit under Harry, and a lot under Poch.
yeah,
3 seasons we challenged, right? But let's concentrate on these cups. We're in sixth place in the Europa as well, so we're in the qualifying, and we've only
yeah,
got the Swedish team Elfsborg to beat, and we've got
yeah.
a home fixture. So we're about 95% sure of going
Let's
through on
win
that.
a trophy,
Come
everybody.
on, come on, let's win a trophy for God's sake.
uh, and then Drula saying, "Come on, we can do this." 3-1. Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely, Drula. We can do this. Why
yeah,
not? The topic says, "Can we win a trophy?" Of course, the treble is on.
yeah, the
Absolutely, the
treble.
treble is on, Adrian.
Yeah,
Yeah, and like, this team, because it just either wins or loses, it doesn't draw. It just gives me a cup team, the feeling of a cup team. So I just feel like, why not?
yeah. See, a lot of
Uh,
people are saying, Ash, right, that if we win a trophy, Ange keeps his job, right? Well, if he wins us a trophy and then he changes his tactics, I'll be very happy because
you
with
know,
this team you can do a lot better.
you know what? I don't care. I don't, as long as we win a trophy. That's the point of being a manager. To win things. Winning
Yeah,
things is the point of being a manager. So if
that's
he's
right.
won things, then like, keep him by all means.
I'll
And if he
say
doesn't win things the next year, then throw him away. Like,
win
honestly,
it and then change his tactics because the
yeah,
high line, I saw Chelsea playing it, I saw Man City playing it, but what they do in transition, they don't all bomb forward. If I've
yeah,
seen a lot of YouTube channels lately, they show 7 or 8 of our players all caught up front and then they can't recover because they haven't always got the pace of that. Well, none of them have got the pace of VDV. But even so, we can't commit so many people forward because it's suicidal and you do get caught out. And we've lost quite a few games, not just about that, it's bad passing as well. If you're up front and you're passing accurately like Liverpool do, you keep it there. But with us, we pass so poorly sometimes and we pass very methodical, side to side, back to back, right, when
I,
we should be penetrating.
I tell you what it is, Ellie. Every team that plays a high line needs a central defensive midfielder. They
Yes,
need somebody like Declan Rice, like Rodri, like, like these sort of players that
yeah,
sweep up and, like, absorb the pressure before it reaches the back line.
yeah,
And
true.
we don't have somebody who does that day in, day out, match in, match out, who's not
Yeah,
there to attack, who's just there to be outside the box, to be near the halfway line, to be in that central defensive area
yeah,
and just absorb pressure.
yeah,
Uh,
very, very true.
so hopefully we can, if Ange can sort of incorporate that into his game and still be attacking, I would love that. But the thing is, a lot of people say we have to build. So if Ange wins a trophy, he won't. Like he'll be his job will still be there, and like we need to sack him now before he wins a trophy. Like to those sort of people, I say, sack him to do what? I can't wait another 13, 14, 15 years for a trophy. Like when you have a chance, I didn't want Mourinho to be sacked before that final either.
I know.
And who says you can't sack a manager after they've won a trophy? Like we have
Of course
done
you
it.
can.
We have done it
Chelsea did it
ourselves.
to Di Matteo. He won the Champions League and they sacked him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Juan Ramos won us the League Cup. We sacked him.
That's what I was going to say. That Juan de Ramos won the League
Loads
Cup.
of
We still
managers
sacked
get
him.
sacked. Yeah.
So
What's
it's
his
it's
name?
still possible.
Leicester manager, Ranieri. He won
Yeah.
them the league championship. The next season didn't start off good. They sacked him.
Yeah, so it's absolutely possible to sack a manager after they win a
Yeah.
trophy. But let's win the trophy first. I apologize for cursing.
That's all right.
And Jess is saying 4-1. Come on, you Spurs. That's amazing, Jess. I
Come
love
on,
it.
Jesse.
So Rob saying sometimes players never fully recover from injuries like Benton Kerr had. I fear he will never be the same again. I worry about this as well. But we haven't seen enough of if he has to play for a whole year properly football before you can get to the same level. So that's the problem as well, that he's not going to get that opportunity. Rich is saying the worry today is that Leicester are looking more organized and they will sit in and let us have the ball and counter us. Isn't that the worry every day, Rich? I feel like every team does that for us. Nita saying good morning, Queen Ellie and Ash. Good morning to you,
Right,
Nita.
Nita.
And then God Must Be Crazy saying, hi guys, what's up? Big up. Big up to you, God Must Be Crazy. And then Wayne saying, our bench is starting to look like a crash. It really is.
Yeah, even my husband commented on that. He goes, I don't know anybody.
Yeah.
Normally you've got household names on the bench at Spurs. You've got at least one or two household names at least. But now it's all babies. But those babies, they've got potential. That's why they're there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Hopefully they live up to their potential.
And because of injuries as well.
On a positive note, we're winning the Europa League, so that prem position won't look so bad. Yeah, we're going to be playing Champions League next year by winning the Europa League. Why not? Ange is not a problem. With full squad, we will go up the table and can beat anybody. I agree with this to some extent. We can beat, and on our day, we can beat Liverpool, we can beat City, we can beat any of these big teams. But the thing is, unfortunately, it's a long haul issue. Spurs, unfortunately, will never get the transfers that a manager will need to put up a good squad all the time. So we need a manager who can work with less. Unfortunately, it's the truth.
See, all the big teams, we've beaten big teams, but we've also lost to big teams because we've lost to Chelsea, Arsenal, even Bournemouth are supposed to be a big team now. We lost to them, and we've lost to Notts Forest. So we've got to start beating them. We've got to start beating the ones who are behind Liverpool as well.
Yeah.
And in the league, we lost to Liverpool as well, didn't we?
Yeah. God Must Be Crazy saying Sonny replacement, Mikey Moore, no way. I'm not saying he's Sonny's replacement. I'm saying he has to prove that he can be.
Yeah. And then we've got Young as well. He hasn't even had a sniff, has he?
Yeah. Windlu saying, just want to mention the bus parade to the championship is ready, and yes, pensioners will get a discount, Ellie. Hey, no, stop calling Ellie a pensioner. Ellie's young. And Hull City is a lovely place to visit. Big up, Ellie and Ash.
Well, you're officially a pensioner at 67 now because they don't pay you out to 67. So I'm not classing myself there yet.
Yeah.
Vindaloo, you behave yourself.
Oh, is it 67 in England? It's 65 here.
I know, because women ask for equality, so we're the same as the men now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Shame. God Must Be Crazy saying even if we lose every game, we won't go down. 3 teams are shit. Yeah, I agree with
Yeah,
that. We won't go down. Kate and
yeah.
Jimbo, good to see you back, Ellie. Hope you're feeling
Woo!
better. Hey, Kate. Nice to see you after so long. Big up all.
Yeah.
Catch you in the afternoon for some Tottenham therapy. Oh, Vindaloo. Only
Vindaloo's
for
a
you is it
wind-up
therapy.
merchant.
Never with Angel's tactics, lol. Big up everyone in the chat. Big up to you,
Yeah,
Finn. Can we win a trophy? Can I let you know after the League Cup final? You know, you will know in the
yeah.
semi-final. Honestly, like we have to get through. There's a game left before the final.
Wouldn't it be a laugh though if we beat Liverpool or draw with them and get through anyway, and then Arsenal get through? Ah,
Mm,
if we beat
I
Arsenal in the final, that would be
honestly,
fantastic.
if it's a Spurs
I'll
versus
be,
Arsenal final, I would
I won't be
lose my
happy for
head.
what? I'll be going like
I would,
this.
I would, I would, I would stay behind the couch for the rest of my life.
Honestly, it's going to
Like,
be the worst, the most exciting game in terms of the if we beat them, but if we lose, oh, that is
yeah, my
so
God, like then we'll have to
devastating.
live it for the rest
Nah,
of
we're
our
not going to
life.
lose to them.
My
Anyway,
God, we can't.
Newcastle will get through.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, Newcastle are a pretty hard team, but just like the fate of losing a final to Arsenal would just like crush me. Anyway,
Yeah,
Drula the real D is saying, Auntie, he's Greek. He's not changing his tactics. It's who
I
we are,
know,
mate. I agree with this. I agree
I
with this.
know. The thing is,
And
he
then,
has tried to change. He has tried to change, and it went drastically wrong when he
yeah,
played three at the back, and we got beat. But the thing is, I think he needs to, because we have got quite good defenders, you know. Like when
yeah,
Romero and VDV come back, and then Dragushin, he's he's a really good defender, but he can't do the high line. And then when he's getting attacked, sometimes he backs off like Eric Dyer. He's got Eric Dyer vibes, so he's got to sort
yeah,
that out as well. You know, go
yeah,
to the ball and stop the player from shooting.
yeah.
Yeah.
Jess is saying,
Oh,
smash the likes, everyone. Make sure you listen to Jess. Be like Jess.
yes.
And
Smash
then
the
Miss
likes,
Bunny is saying,
people.
wins a trophy, give him his statue, then fly him off to Australia and play with his kangaroos. He would have done his job. You know, honestly, I don't think he wants to stay after winning a trophy either. Because, you know, he does this. He stays at a club
Yeah.
long enough to win them something and like show that he succeeded there. And then he leaves for the next club. That's what he's
Yes,
done at
he
every
does.
club of his. So I'm perfectly happy with that bargain. Like I would
No,
like to win a League Cup and then like dust ourselves off and start again, but just get that trophy monkey off our back. I don't care who the manager is. I just want to win something.
yeah,
uh
true.
and then David saying, sorry to upset you, Ellie, but Spurs ladies typifies how our club is run. They buy a keeper when they already have two, when they are desperate for quality midfield players. He plays a number 9 in midfield. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's
I agree with this actually. I'm
yeah,
just a little I'm a little annoyed by the fact that, like Levy, he just really does the Spurs ladies dirty. Like,
yeah,
I really wish that he would. Anyway, that's for another day. Um,
yeah.
but
We're concentrating on the men, but I get your point, David. It's the
complete
same at
agreement,
our
David.
club, men or women.
Oh, and then Finn is saying, I'm so jealous of the way Bournemouth are playing right now. What a proper coach Ariola
5
is.
0.
Ariola in. You know
5
what,
0.
Finn?
They battered Nottingham Forest 5 0. It's
The thing is,
amazing.
the thing is, all these coaches look really good in other clubs, like Nuno Espirito Santos, right? We had Nuno Espirito Santos, and
Yeah,
we were like, he's not a good fit. He doesn't work for Spurs, and we sacked him. He went now. He works for Nottingham Forest, and he's killing it, right? Like,
apart from yesterday.
yeah. You know what I mean, like
Got
in general,
battered.
for like the kind
Yeah,
of team Nottingham Forest is. So I just feel like all these managers, because they have the right system in place to put them in, like they look good in other clubs in a
yeah.
way, and they come to our club and they don't look as good. Antonio Conte, Jose Mourinho, they've won things in every club they've been at,
I know.
except for Spurs.
Yeah,
Like
I know.
that's just the
It's
way we've
depressing.
been set up.
I know. It's depressing. Everybody,
Uh,
even players, they leave and go and win things. Every
yeah,
single player I
absolutely.
can think of has gone and won things. Even, do you
Yeah,
know
like
Brian
it's
Kiel and Lamella? They won the
yeah.
Europa Cup.
Yeah, because
Been
they're not necessarily bad players. We just don't know how to use our players right. The system, the infrastructure and the system in place is flawed to begin with, you know? So,
yeah,
like, there are players like Lucas Moura, for example, he's not a good player. He's not like a starter every game, but off the bench, he can be a game changer. He's proven that for us, like in the
yeah.
semi-final.
He
So
never,
we need to know how to use him right, you know?
yeah. Lucas Moura, he's one of those funny sort of players. He'd be fantastic one game and then 5 games really poor. And like, he had these highs and lows, didn't he, at our club? Like a lot of
Yeah,
our players, but then they go on and they win things when they're at other clubs.
yeah. Chang's here saying, hit like and show
Yay!
your support for these ladies.
Come
Thank you,
on,
Chang, for using your membership
love
chat.
Shane.
Um, anyway, going back up, I'm jealous of yeah, this was the
Yeah,
Vindaloo saying every time I think I'm out, you pull me back in with a trophy. um,
Vindaloo.
And then just to say more than Arsenal going to win Vindaloo. Yeah, yeah. What are Arsenal going to
Yeah,
win?
come on, Jesse,
Um,
put it into them.
yeah, this Spurs ladies team is weaker than it has been for 2 years. 2 games ago, they had two shots at goal at home in 96 minutes, none on target, and one with an own goal. And the coach comes out with excuses. Yeah, against Leicester,
Yeah,
like
I
one of the worst
know,
teams in the league. Oh my God,
I
David,
know.
don't get me started. I have enough to worry
We
about with the
just
men.
about won that one, but we lost to West Ham in the League Cup, didn't we?
Yeah,
Oh,
we did. We got chucked out. Yeah, we
yeah.
played really badly.
That's
Uh,
our ex-manager as well. You see, our ex-manager, we fire her and then she goes and beats us.
and you know what? Ellie, the manager we have for the women's team is actually not a bad manager. He's won
No.
things in other places. The
Yeah,
problem is that the way our club is run, both men, women, are like every aspect of the game. We just aren't a football club. We
do
are
you
a
think there's a
commercial
curse on our
enterprise.
club or something? Or is it just Levy?
I think it's just Levy, honestly.
Yeah, it's just Levy. He's the
Um,
curse.
Ben is saying morning, everyone, and out. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
I feel you, Ben.
After he
Mike is
wins us a
saying,
trophy, then he can bugger off.
yeah, morning all lose today. He is gone. You know what? I feel like he's staying for the Liverpool game. I
Yep,
feel like he'd stay
I
till
think
then.
so. I think so. I think they're not going to fire him.
Yeah. Smithy is saying the lovely Ash and bloody hell, I was starting
He
to forget what
wasn't
you
to
look like,
fire him.
Ellie. Yeah. Aren't we all happy to have Ellie back? David saying our men's team allowed 23 shots on their goal from a completely useless opponent and scrapped to win. This club is at its lowest moment since the 76-77 season when we were relegated.
Yeah, we don't want to
Yeah.
think about that, David. That's too
Yeah, let's
depressing.
not. Let's not do this today. We can do it after we lose tomorrow. We're
Yeah,
gonna cry tomorrow anyway. Drula's saying the Prince sensational. Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
that's
I
some good
love Jed
news.
Spence. I put a
Uh,
picture of him on from the internet, and I've posted it everywhere. That he's fantastic. I love him.
yeah. Yeah. Ben saying Smithy. Yeah,
Smithy,
I haven't seen any of you all for so long. I miss all
he's
of you.
Smithy Smith.
And then Prince Smithy saying Princess Sensation.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, we've never played Arsenal in a final, so it would be making history. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. It would,
Oh God.
it would make history, but I would not be able to watch it. I honestly don't know if I'd be able to watch it. I'd be so scared to watch.
You know
David
what would
saying,
be funny though? If they
yeah.
actually won 1-0 at Newcastle and we could sing 1-0 to the Arsenal. You never got through, you idiots.
Oh my God. David saying, I'm dreading today's game. Having married a Leicester girl, and two of my sons are Leicester City season ticket holders, so I can't win either way. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Aren't they glad they won a trophy? uh,
They did. They won 2 trophies.
they won the league. Like, it
They
doesn't
won
get
the
any bigger
league,
than
I
that.
know. And we should have won it. We should have won it that year. God.
you know, Ellie, everyone talks about losing it, drawing at Stamford Bridge, and that's why we lost and everything. Before that, we played West Brom. West Brom were at the bottom of that table or somewhere near.
Oh no,
West Brom. Like this
West
is the problem with
Brom.
Spurs always, right? Like people think this is a new thing that we lose to all these poor teams, but
I
the truth
know.
is we've always been like that, and it's just that's what sucks.
My
Uh,
husband went to QPR yesterday and they lost 2-0 to West Brom. Poor. But I felt
um,
so sorry for him because he hadn't been for a little while and then they bloody lost. And they could get into the playoffs, QPR. They could have if they won yesterday, but they still could do it, but it's going to be a harder task.
yeah. How many goals are we having from Richie today? 8 has to be minimum, right?
Oh,
What do you think, Ellie?
uh, do you know what? If Mikey Moore starts, that'd be good because he can put in a really good cross. Look, when against Everton, he put a lovely cross and Richie got on to the end of it. That's all we need Richie to do. We don't need
Yeah.
him to hold up the ball because he's not good at it. We
Yeah,
need him
be
to get
tackle
in the
merchant.
box, be a fox in the box. That's all we need him to do. Don't do
Yeah.
all this. Well, like pressing, yes, because he's good at pressing. But when it comes to passing to him, they should avoid passing to him when he's got his back to the goal because he can't hold the ball up. But he's really good in the box with his head and getting at the back post. He's good at doing that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely. I agree with you 100%, Ellie. And then Jose is saying, "Good morning, Ellie and Ash and all in the chat. There in this morning has been real and needed. Looking forward to today's game."
yeah, so
Jose,
am
thank
I.
you, and thank you, Jose, for that lovely message and for having us on the channel. And
Yeah,
then
we love
Vinilu
it
saying
here.
the voice of reason was that red card last night against Arsenal. I actually didn't see that.
They showed a still. It was quite high on his leg. It wasn't on the ankle. It was higher than the ankle, and he dug it with force. That's why I think he got sent off. And then the Wolves player got sent off for the same thing, but his was lower, but it was with force again, and they deemed that as dangerous play. So they both had to go. Some Arsenal fans were saying no, but they would, wouldn't they?
Yeah. Miss Bunny saying, I'm not hyping Nuno yet. It's one season. Let's see where he is on 2 or 3 years. Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that.
Yeah,
Um,
could be a one season
then
wonder.
it begs the question, is it really the managers that are the main issue at Spurs? I've never thought the managers are the main reason. I think we've had some bad managers and we've had some good managers, but I don't think the managers have been the main problem ever. I think that our management has always been the main problem. That's Levy and all of his other cronies.
Yeah,
Uh,
I like the
Julia
cruises.
saying, sorry, that reminds me of the bridge lot. That's why I use, yeah, I always use the white hearts as well. Sometimes when I'm texting with my friends, the red one will come up, but like generally, I'm always a white heart person
Yeah,
myself because it's White Hart Lane.
in Spurs chat, you've got to use the white chat, white
Yeah,
heart. Sorry. In normal, like to friends and family, you could use the red heart, I suppose.
yeah.
I try not to
Like for
though.
example, I wear orange a lot. Like this is like really orange.
Yeah,
But I like this is the closest I can get to wearing buying a red sweater. I have never owned a red sweater in my life because
I
I'm just
don't
like
think
I
we've got
can't
anything
wear
red.
red.
No, we red is that banned from our house.
Yeah, like even like my Spurs, like I have friends who are also Spurs supporters, and like I can't even wear red lipstick in front of them because they're just like, oh, so I wear like this purple color, and I put because it looks reddish on camera,
Yeah,
simply because I can't get myself to wear anything red. Like red is banned.
yeah.
I do look
Oh,
nice in red though.
I agree with that, Ben. He was a bit
uh,
shocking.
Everyone's talking to each other.
Liverpool's going back to bed. That's good. Get some rest because you're going out the League Cup.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you should get some rest. Colin saying, good morning,
Yeah,
ladies.
hello,
Good morning to you,
Colin.
Colin. Uh, even though they call me a fake fan, even though they call me a fake fan, I'll be there in that final.
You're no
Ben,
fake fan. Ben came to
anybody in
the
the
FA Cup
world.
final with me for the ladies. It was a
Yeah.
fantastic day out, honestly.
Yeah,
All
I
right,
know.
we
I've
lost,
seen the
but
pictures. I've seen the pictures.
yeah, it's
Um,
fantastic.
Ben saying, even though they call me a fake fan, I'll be there in the final. Ben, I don't think anybody
You're
in the
no
world
fake fan.
thinks that you're a fake fan. And if they think you're a fake fan, they clearly haven't watched your content or don't know you. Or like, I don't know, like they're just pretending otherwise. It's
Yeah,
very clear you're a fan of this club and you love this club to bits. I don't think there are many people in this world who love the club more than people like Ben or Brian on
yeah.
over on
Ben
Tottenham
and
on Twitter.
Brian, fantastic fans. They just want the
Yeah,
best for our club. That's all they
yeah.
want.
And Smriti saying,
To
Mr.
treat it
Chang,
as
he
a
was,
proper football club, not a
yeah,
business.
yeah,
Come on.
exactly. Because they're old school fans, they're
Yeah,
just like the football is what matters, you
yeah, and if
know?
you're making the money, spend it on the team.
Yeah, absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Look at this transfer window. One goalkeeper that we didn't really need when you think
Yeah,
about it in the bigger picture of things. We need a number six. We need a
yeah,
solid
absolutely.
number six who's experienced, who can hold that team together. That's
Yeah,
going to make a massive difference.
yeah, absolutely. And then Smriti saying, Mr. Chang, he will score today. Proo, proo. And then Jose is saying, do the beautiful thing and smash a like for the
Smash the
stream as these
like,
ladies bring out the best
please.
of you this Sunday. Yeah, absolutely, Jose. Listen to the boss man, smash the like, do your
Yeah,
duty. Smriti saying, don't dream about squeezing those. Okay, wait, I have no clue what that's about. Ash, what's the time difference between India and the UK? The reason I ask is that the next 5 Fridays, Spurs Die Hard podcast will start at 2200 UK. So the reason I can't do the Spurs Die Hard listen to the Spurs Die Hard podcast most days is because of this. Like I have to watch it in later. Like the time difference is 5.5 hours. So it's like really early in the morning in India when like when you all go live.
that's 10 o'clock at
Unfortunately,
night, isn't it?
yeah.
2200.
So it
Yeah.
depends on daylight savings. So like if it's before daylight saving, it's 4.5 hours, and then after daylight savings, it's 5.5
Yeah, because
hours.
there's a lot of streamers who stream between 7 and 8 and then they go on till late, don't they? So
Yeah,
if you're trying to compete with them, it's hard to get an audience, you
yeah.
know? Yeah.
Um, it, Yeah, Jose, mate, you'll be back from chasing your youth playing football by 10 o'clock. Yeah.
I know.
Hey, Jose. Hey, Jose is young as well. Did you not see he's the star of his football team?
I
He
know.
took one for the team as well.
Yeah, he's got bloody stitches in his head to show for it.
Yeah. Uh, so is it around 6 in the morning now for you? No, it's later. So it's 4:35 in the evening.
Oh, that's okay. So it's nearly
Yeah.
dinner time for you.
Yeah, 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 it is. I mean, dinner is supper in England, right? Like, dinner
Yeah,
is
yeah,
earlier.
yeah.
Uh, Smriti saying Arteta told his players they gotta keep squeezing those lemons. Don't worry, I wasn't saying anything bad. Yeah, I was.
This is funny, man.
Oh my God. Adrian is saying the latest Spurs diehards TTID strat to attract is to attract USA, Canada viewers. We had excellent views Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve. Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely. I don't
yeah.
think there are a
That's
lot
a
of
good
fans in India
idea.
anyway. So it
Yeah.
doesn't make sense to go on in like Asian time or Indian time or anything. Um,
Yeah.
Also because most of us don't speak, like a lot of us in Asia don't speak English, so there are more English viewers in the US than there would be in places like Asia. Even though there might be more Spurs fans in, like, for example, South Korea might have more Spurs fans, but not all the South Korean fans will watch the English content.
No,
So
that's
so
true.
they have their own content. Mike Pepper saying, "Do you think Ange has been drinking too much? Like, who? How do you pronounce this? Uzo,
Uzo. Uzo.
Uzo. Like alcohol. The signs are there. Yeah,
I think he's been, yeah, he's probably been drinking that, a bit of Metaxa, and probably eating loads of suvla as well, knowing the
Yeah,
Greek. He's got a bit of a gut, hasn't he?
yeah, yeah,
He likes
yeah.
his food, you can tell.
I like my food as well.
Yeah,
So I get that. Anyway, coming to the game, let's get into it. Lineups. What do you
yes.
think? How do you think we're gonna line up?
Right, I think it's going to be Kinski in goal, and then the normal back four. I think it'll be Porro. Do you know what? I think he might play Davis and might move Gray into midfield.
Yeah.
I hope, and then play Spence and Dragusin. Yeah, and then put Bentancur, Madders, and Gray, and then up front have we've got four at the back, three in the middle, so three at the yeah. So we only can have two up front though, then, can't we? That's the
Okay, Ellie.
problem.
I'm gonna leave you to figure out the lineup again.
No, it's not going to work. So what? He'll have to leave Gray in defence and then leave Davis on the bench, and then have Kulu, Sonny, and Richie in the middle.
Okay, wait. Let's back up again. Let's go back to goalkeeper.
So got
Goalkeeper
yeah, Kinski,
Kinski.
and
Then you said
then
Poro.
Porro, Spence, Dragusin, and Gray, and then in midfield,
No,
Madders.
you said Davis.
Yeah, no, but I thought put Davis and put Spence in instead. Put
Oh, okay.
Davis on the bench, and then in midfield, Kulu, Madders, and Bentancur.
Kuru Matters,
That doesn't
Benton.
make sense because that's
Yeah,
three number eights or tens,
yeah.
isn't it? Even
And
though
then
Bentancur can play the six, and then up front, Richie in the middle, Son on the wing, and who's on the
who
and
plays right wing?
yeah, that's the point.
You could
We've
put
got no
Mikey
Johnson.
Moore on the other wing if you wanted.
Yeah, because we've got no Solanke, so it'll have to be Kulu on the wing, on the right wing. Um,
Then you can
Sonny on the
play
left wing, and
you can
Richie
play
in the middle,
Bergwall. You can
and
play
then
Bergwall and Matters.
Madders, and Bentancur in midfield.
There we go. Ellie
There
finally
you go.
got there.
See, I got
Ellie
to it
got
in the
there in
end.
the end, everyone.
Yeah, we're going to play 13 players, then we'll
Yeah.
definitely win.
Yeah.
Just
Um,
about.
Adrian saying the team would be his team would be Kinski, Regulon, Davis, Dragushin, Spence, Bergwall, Bentancur, Madison, Sun, Richarlison, Kulusevski, and rest Gray and Poro.
That's a
What do you
good
think of
shout,
this
you
team?
know. I
Yeah,
wouldn't
I
rest
would rest
Gray
Poro as
because he's
well.
young. I would rest Porro
Yeah, I
and
would
then
rest Poro as
and
well.
then
I think
put
it's
Spence on the right wing
yeah.
um and Gray on the left.
Yeah, either that yeah, I would do that as well. I would play Gray over Regulon, but
Yeah.
uh, but yeah, I agree with this team otherwise. I
But
think
Reguilon's really good at bringing the ball out, but he's not so good in defence as Gray.
yeah.
That's the problem. His defensive attributes are not very strong, but coming
I
forward,
just
he's quite good.
I have never really been a fan of Regulon. I think that
No, I know what you mean.
he's just like, I want to play the players who we're keeping for the future. There's no
Yeah,
point just slotting in players for the sake of it. And
yeah,
Gray
I
is one for the
agree.
future, so I would prefer playing him.
Yeah,
Uh, he's never going to rest Poro. He plays every game, but I feel like Poro needs to rest.
he
Like it's
should be.
time.
He
He looks
needs a rest.
tired. He looks tired. He doesn't look
Yeah,
on it. It looks like it's just. I think that a break might do him a world of good.
but he's the best passer in our team, apart
He's
from Bentancur. When Bentancur's on his form, he's a really good passer of the ball.
but
But
Ellie, he just
so good
looks
at
out of
defence
it.
splitting passing. Look at that ball he did. He was fantastic, but his defensive duties, they've been lacking this season. You know, he's not a defender. He's not a bad defender, but he's not a good defender. you know. But going
Yeah.
forward, you can see we converted Gareth Bale like that. You know, you could see that's his main attribute is offensive
Yeah.
work.
Yeah. 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 That's true. My only issue with him offensively is that, sometimes he'll get into a really good position, he'll have the ball and he won't score. Like
Yeah,
he doesn't convert. Like last game
he
also against
doesn't convert
Hoffenheim.
enough. Yeah,
Yeah, against Hoffenheim, he had the ball. I think he took a shot, and
yeah, with his left foot.
yeah. So like, I just wish he would, like, and he'll send it straight to the goalkeeper or something. So if he could just like work on converting all those, because he gets into all these good positions attacking, and if you're going to be bad at defending, at least do the thing you're supposed to be good at, which is
Yeah,
attacking. Score those
yeah,
goals.
I agree. He just took it with his left foot. He should have taken it with his right. He took
Yeah.
too much time. His decision making in front of goals generally not that good, but his
Yeah.
passing is fantastic, and he can cross the ball as well.
I think, who can really cross the ball. I think
Yeah,
Maris can do it 50
yeah.
50, and Sunny can do it.
And so can Mikey Moore. We've seen it from him.
Yeah,
He
that's
puts
true.
in
That's
really
true.
good crosses.
Crossing, yeah. Uh, uh, Adrian saying there's a rumor one fourth to Aston Villa. That's a player I
Yeah,
thought
yeah,
had
because
some promise.
Unai Emery had him at Villarreal. Yeah,
Yeah, and he
so
was really
he
good
wants
for
he
them.
wants to get him. Yeah, he
And
showed so much potential at Spurs, and we got rid of him.
yeah, this is my problem with the management. Like, you wanted a type of player, you changed the type of manager, so you gave away the player, and like, it's just ridiculous because there was a lot of
Yeah,
potential there.
yeah.
Uh, Stuart saying, "Good morning, Ash, Queen Ellie, and
Oh,
everyone in the
Stuart,
chat. Good morning to you, Stuart."
what a lovely guy.
And Smithy saying,
You
Paul's good when he's
do.
good, and then he has a stinker. It's a stinker. I cannot agree more. I cannot agree more. He just needs to be more
Yeah, there's no middle ground with Porro. He's either
Yeah,
brilliant or rubbish.
I think that's our whole team, really. Like, our
Yeah,
whole team is that.
it's true. But Madness has been getting a lot of stick. But if you look at his stats, they're really brilliant.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I do think he's a little bit of a stats merchant, matters. Like when
You know
he,
what
like
though?
he,
I get that. I do get that, right? But I think with Madders, right, he needs movement. And some
yeah,
of our players, they're static,
yeah,
right? When he gets the ball, and a lot of the time, and another player is in his space. A lot of people have said that, and I can see it, right? And he hasn't got time, so he drops back. But now, um, they've said that Ange Postecoglou wants him to stay up, right? Not drop to the middle. So they want
yeah.
him to be in that more effective area. And he's paying dividends against um, Hoffenheim, he scored, and it was a really good goal as well.
Yeah, I actually like Matters. I think that, in terms of just technical ability, Matters is probably the best person in our team.
Yeah,
Like,
100%.
the best player in our team. And, like,
Technically the best. Him and
yeah,
Bentancur, technically they're the best. But I think he's got more vision than
yeah,
Bentancur.
yeah,
Bentancur's more of a fighter. You know, he'll fight for the ball. If he loses it, he'll fight for it. He's got that in him. He's a workhorse.
yeah.
Yeah. Whereas Madders isn't really, is he? He's not a workhorse.
Yeah, Colin saying to me, you're lacking main number nine to put the ball in the net. Never replaced Kane. The truth is you can never replace Kane.
No.
There are players that you cannot replace. I do think that Solanke, even though he doesn't get a lot of goals, I do think that he does make a decent contribution to the team. I
Yeah.
I know he has his detractors. I still feel like he will increase his goal tally eventually as well.
Yeah.
I and there have been arguments that has gone missing in some games, but overall I think Dominic Solanke is a good replacement in terms of what a striker, like, instead of thinking of replacing Kane, which we'll never be able to do. We should think
Mm.
about what is the job of a striker, and we should find a player who can do that job. So in this
Yeah.
kind up, the job of a striker is to lead the press and to score goals. So Dominic Solanke can do 50% of the job. He just needs to get the other 50% in.
Yeah, I think we need a different type of striker than Solanke to partner him. you know,
Yeah.
because I think probably Richie's a bit more similar in terms of the
Yeah.
pressing, right? And he's not really he's more. Richie's one of those players. If he's on form, he'll score, 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 and then he'll
Yeah.
go through a dry patch a lot of the time. But with I think we need someone a bit more like Defoe, someone who's
Yeah.
nippy, who can get in there, you know, and he's got trickery on the ball.
Yeah. Yeah. I see
Yeah,
that. I can see that. Okay, Ellie. It's that time of the show. We are doing match predictions.
yeah.
Everyone in the comments, get your match predictions in. Let's see. Let's see
Uh,
what everyone's predicting. Ellie, what do you reckon?
I think it's going to be 2-1. I think it's going to be a well contested game, right? But I think we're going to come out on top 2-1 or 3-1. But I'm going to stick with 2-1 because I think they're going to be quite tired from that midweek game as well. And we've got to get our goals before they get a goal as well. And then just shut up shop. Yeah, I think maybe no, I'll go for 2-0 because I want Kinski to keep another clean sheet.
Clean
2-0.
sheet? I'm
Yeah.
very surprised. I never
I
predict
want to keep
clean
a
sheets
clean sheet.
anymore.
I really want a clean sheet, so I'm going to go for 2-0.
2-0. That's
Yeah.
and who do you think is going to score the two goals?
I think Son will get another goal and Bentancur. Come on,
Oh, that's
Benny.
amazing. Come on, Betancourt.
Yeah.
Um, Stuart is saying, agree should go out and get Jimenez now. Yeah, I agree with you as well, Ellie.
Yeah.
Uh, Everyone, match predictions? No more predictions for us?
Come on,
Um,
put in your match predictions, everybody.
yeah.
Let us know what you think.
Anyway, I personally think that it'll be a higher scoring game. So I'm gonna go 3-2. 3-2 Spurs.
Ooh,
Uh,
that'll be
and
an exciting game to watch.
No, it won't, Ellie. I'm gonna hide through all of it. Like I have a comfort blankie now for my Spurs games.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna hold it like this and just watch from the corner of my eye.
I get it. I get it.
And then Paul saying morning all. Like, in the Everton game, we were like some
Oh,
3-0 down. I swear I was watching the game like this. I was just like, it was like a horror movie. You know, like how you
I
watch horror
know.
movies where you're like, has the ghost gone? Has the ghost gone? It's kind of like
Oh,
that.
that wasn't even our worst game of the season against Everton. It was pretty bad. It
Yeah.
was pretty bad. But I think there's so many games where we've been playing really rubbish and
Yeah.
we haven't been playing to our potential. And because of the tactics as well, it doesn't help us. Doesn't
Yeah.
help us one bit.
And then Vindaloo saying 4-0 Leicester.
Ah, I
Well,
thought
of
you was
course,
actually
Vindaloo would
said
say 4-0
Vindaloo.
Leicester.
He probably was in bed lying down. He put predictions. Yeah, 4-0.
The thing about this Vindaloo is that I'm willing to admit that Leicester is capable of scoring 4 goals against us. I'm
What the
absolutely willing to
hell?
concede that. But the nil part is what annoys me because I don't know like Spurs
At least
hardly.
give us one goal.
Yeah, like we generally score. Like, the way this
Yeah,
team is set up, we generally score.
yeah, we do.
um Anyway, so yeah, I'm going to predict 3-2, and I think the goal scorers will probably be, uh, like it's been really long since we had a penalty. I really want a penalty. So Sunny on a penalty,
Yeah,
Kulisevsky, and if he's not resting Poro, then I want to see a goal from Poro.
yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
Nice belter from
Uh,
25 yards.
Stuart saying I only started predicting the last few months. I decided to stop again and see if that helps. Yeah. You know what? I did this as well with a bunch of things. Like I had a bunch of like these superstitions, and I was like, okay, they're not working anymore. I'm going to stop doing them. But we continued to keep
I
losing.
know.
So then I was like, okay, maybe those don't work either.
I've got a superstition, right? So if I sit on the far side of my sofa, we always lose,
Yeah.
right? So I've moved to the other side and we beat Hoffenheim. So I'm
Yeah.
going to sit on the near side, near the telly, and see if it works. I'm
You
very
know, the
superstitious like that. I'm like
Yeah.
you. Here we
Yeah,
go.
like I have this thing where I think that, ever since I cut off my fringe, like my bangs, we started losing and started losing games.
Come
So
on, grow back hair, grow back.
the problem is that I'm stuck in the middle of nowhere, so there's no place I can go get a haircut.
I
So I'm
know.
stuck. I'm stuck with this poofy hair.
Your hair looks lovely.
Thank you. Colin saying 2-0 to
Yeah,
Spurs.
same as me. Come on, you Spurs.
I'm hoping it's 2-0 Spurs. Is it 2-0
Yeah,
Leicester, Colin?
2-0 Spurs because we're at home.
Yeah. Anyway, so that since nobody else wants to make a prediction,
Come on, put your
that brings
predictions
us
in, guys and
uh,
girls.
to the end of the show. Before you all leave, I always catch you all at late. Before you all leave, please make sure to subscribe to my show. It's a women's football show.
Brilliant.
But like it'll help you keep up with women's football even if you don't watch the games. So it's a nice way to like keep up with Spurs women
Yeah,
or with whoever. Even if you support Arsenal, we cover them pretty well as well. So make sure you do subscribe.
yeah.
Ellie, what is
I've
up? What
got,
is coming
yeah.
next for you?
I'm just going to be joining you from now on. I'm trying to taper down the YouTube appearances because my husband's at home now. He's given up work, retired, so I've got a lot of more on my plate because he's a bit unsteady on his feet. So yeah, so I'll be concentrating on home life, but I will join you every Sunday. That's for sure. And also, I want to big shout out to Ben Kaufman. Always subscribe to the Calfee company. He's fantastic, Ben is. And obviously, Free Spurs Boys with Kuva and Bobby, Krish and Jai. Yeah, all the fantastic channels. Every channel support them, yeah, because everybody puts in the hard graft preparing the shows. And obviously, Tel Cockerel with his prediction shows. What a great man he is, putting that out for all of us to enjoy, putting in our predictions every week. It's fantastic.
Speaking of Ben
And
Kaufman,
Tottenham on tour as
Daigle,
well, Brian Daigle. Come on.
good morning, everyone in chat. To wonderful
Fantastic
ladies on
channel.
screen, we are well. Thank you, Brian. And we've been talking about you. We
Yeah,
did
we want
gossip
to see
about
more
you.
of you, Brian. Tottenham on
Yeah.
tour. Come on. I'm
Uh,
glad that he's come back and he appears on so many shows. What a great ambassador for our club. And I just hope that he can have a little bit of love for our club because he's lost a lot of our love for our club. Well, mainly Levy, isn't it? Because he's been on
I don't think he's lost love for our club. I think that he's lost love for the way that this
the
management
club's
runs our
run.
club. And
Yeah,
I think that's
yeah,
what all of us are feeling. And he's the
yeah,
voice to our feelings.
yeah.
Uh,
It's
so I
true.
think that's
The way we're
and
run is
Ellie,
abysmal.
what I really appreciate about Brian is that he always does it with a sense of like dignity. Like, it's
Yeah, he
always
does.
it's never like confrontational or like just for like clicks or anything or like
No,
sensational. It's always done from the heart.
from the
And like I think
love
that
of our club.
that
Yeah,
sincerity always shines through.
very,
Uh,
very true. He's a great
uh,
gentleman.
yeah. Anyway,
We love you, Brian.
yeah, love you. And then that brings us to the end of the show. You all know where we
Yeah.
are.
Thank you very
Please
much for
remember
joining us, everybody.
to subscribe to my women's show, keep up with women's football.
Yeah.
Um, and we will see you after, we will see you next Sunday for another ladies' takeover. So,
I'm glad we've
uh,
made you blush, Brian.
yeah. Bye
With those
bye.
rosy cheeks.